Okay, everybody, we're back at another booth. This is Andrew, and he works with Combat Robotics in relation to 3D printing. So we're going to kind of ask him a couple questions. This looks super awesome. Really aggressive kind of stuff going on here. So would you mind explaining to me how 3D printing folds into your models? Because they seem to come out as metal, laser cutting type of stuff. So what do you do using 3D printers?
Yeah, so in my world here, I work at Matterhackers. I'm on the customer success team. So if you call Matterhackers, there's a 1 in 5 chance of reaching me. Thank you for calling Matterhackers. This is Andrew. How can I help you? For me, 3D printing was something I got into before I got into Matterhackers. I've been 3D printing since 2019, and when I found out they were literally in our backyard, I'm like, I gotta get involved in this. So I've been doing combat robotics for 16, 17 years now. So I've been on TV shows like Battlebots, and I also fight in the local circuit here as well. So what I use 3D printing for is a lot of prototyping. So this is going to be my 12-pound robot, Nautical Nonsense. And what I'll do with Fusion 360 and with other CAD softwares is I'll actually design all my parts in 3D, and then I'll 3D print them to make sure all these bolt holes line up. And when you get stuff made out of steel, it's not as easy to change in real time. You can't just hit it with a hammer and change it. These are made of AR 500. This is what shooting targets are made of. And what I would do is turn this entire design from CAD, put it onto the printer, make sure everything fits up, get the laser cut part, and then we end up with a full combat robot here. So this one here has a winning record. This plow is about half the robot's weight. It weighs about 5 pounds or so, and this is hitting opponents. It's a very defensive robot. One of our other small robots right here, we use 3D printing for custom motor brackets. This is machined out of a UHMW material with what's called a FingerTech beater bar. And this weapon here will spin a few hundred miles an hour. These hardened tool steel teeth will actually grab onto the opponent, toss them up in the air, rip off a few chunks. This guy's meant to do the opposite. This one is meant to take all those hits, put that energy back into the opponent, and go for a ride. So as you can see, there are still chunks taken out of this edge here. This is, again, AR 500, what shooting targets and tractor plows are made out of, and even then, these robots still will do their damage, and they'll do a lot of work on these machines. So, yeah, I love 3D printing. The weight classes range from 150 grams. These are little ones that will be really tiny, 3 pounds, 12 pounds, all the way up to the big ones on TV. They're 250 pounds. So you'll see us on Discovery Channel later this year sometime. And yeah, watch out for Team Deep Six and Team Overboard, and we'll see you in the next one.
Awesome, thank you. So just one more kind of question. For somebody who wanted to get into this kind of thing, maybe they watch it on TV, how did you get into it? What was kind of your path? Like, how does somebody figure out that this is something that they would like to do?
Yeah, so back in 2001, I was flipping through the channel at my grandparents' house. We didn't have cable TV at my parents' house, and I saw this spinning shell hit some piece of aluminum and it ripped it apart, and I thought, that is the absolute coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm in my early 30s now, and as an 11-year-old, you were able to get kits online, and you can still get kits right now. So you want to check out fingertechrobotics.com. They sell kits like this right here. Again, that's fingertechrobotics.com. They're a really nice community member. They help out in a lot of areas. There's local events, robotcombatevents.com, and the Robot Combat Wiki. I help write articles on 3D printing, as you might imagine. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place to be, and our community is really awesome. We're super supportive of all age ranges. Again, there's weight classes for non-competitive robots. If you want to walk away from your event without a pile of scrap, we do that. We do full combat, and yeah, we do everything in between. So flamethrowers, hammers, saws, we do it all here in the combat robot space, and this is the stuff we love to do. And at Matterhackers, we have all the 3D printing supplies you need to make your prototypes or make full functional parts.